Alright, hey guys, we're back with another one. Now, in this video, I'm making a rant. I'm gonna crash out. Over this game you see on screen right here, this is Suikoden Star Leap, right? The JP gacha game RPG with really good rates that came out recently for JP only at the moment. It's such a shame because this is made by KONAMI, because I was originally going to make this one of my first Konami games that I played as a gacha game, right? First gacha from Konami that I would ever play. But here's the catch. Despite the fact that it's here on Japan saying August 8th, August 7th, my bad, and the game looks great, right? It's the trailer right here. Very nice looking game. The rates from what I've seen are immaculate. 5% rate up gacha characters. Does have a 50-50, but that's fine. The rates were pretty good. You pretty much get a 5-star SR every pool. You got R rate units and SSR units. SSRs, the highest rarity, are at 5% drop rate. That was incredible. It even has a Steam release scheduled at some point. As you can see right here, this is the Steam page for Suikoden Star Leap. This is the game's trailer. Once again, same trailer that I showed you just a bit earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and play it here for you guys. You guys in the comments can judge how much you guys would have liked to play this gacha game had it released globally.
私の力を正しく導いてくれるこの人のおかげで笑って過ごせるようになりました。
お前には紋章の才がある。だからこそその力とどう向き合うのか自分で答えを見つけろ。
世界を創造したとされる27ある真の紋章。変化の紋章はそのうちの一つ。
心の強さが人を引きつけ、強い者たちが集まってくる。それは里の将来にとっても大事なことです。
若様、若様。
紋章を出せ。紋章を出せ。
おい、なんだよこれ。
風の噂によるとあなた珍しい紋章をお持ちのようですね。
私
逃げろ。
あなたと共にいたい。私はもっと変わりたいんです。幻想水湖伝スターリープ。
Now that you guys have seen such a beautiful game, iOS, Android, and Steam. What you guys listen? This game is made by Konami and has just released recently for JP. But you will never get to experience this as a global player because Konami decided the so smart idea of simply making it region locked for the time being. So us global players will never truly get to experience it like a day one experience because by the time global releases, it's probably gonna be a month or several months in advance, late from what the JP players already get to experience day one of its release. As you can see, despite being on Steam at the same time, the date to release has yet to be announced by Konami. This is where I'm ranting in this video, because these Japanese gacha companies can't keep getting away with this shit. Literally every time they make a good gacha game such as this masterpiece of a visual gacha game pixel art and all, they never release it globally. And that's such a shame, because this game has so much potential. Great gacha rates, great character design, great combat, and as you guys saw in yesterday's stream, when Progenix was playing it, it had very good animations and a really good story. A lot of voice actors too. I can show you guys right here on their own Twitter page. Yesterday they had a live stream about the game, in which they also brought up a list of every gotcha related voice actors and illustrators for the game. Where in yesterday's live stream broadcast, if I can find the post real quick, I believe it's this one. Let me go ahead, auto translate that. There's all these other posts. I need to find the exact one where it was. It's all in JPA. Gotta try to find the right one that translated it. I clearly keep clicking the wrong one then. Because I don't read Japanese, okay? Japanese. They messed up here by not voicing it for global. And I hear that the translation feature isn't automatically over here. You have to click into the post first, so you can't even know which post you click it in. And I'm not even sure which is the right one anymore. Had a post yesterday, but yeah, things change. In any case, the game, as you can see, released August 7th. That's the main point. And we're not getting it at global on the same time. Despite it being out for JP already, as of last night, this game is not out for simultaneous global release, which is the biggest shame of this game. And other Japanese gacha games like it, because usually the types of gacha games from Japan that we get over here in global are usually the JPIP gacha slap gacha games, which nobody wants to play that much. But when they release good gachas like this, they never choose to release it global, treating us like second-hand citizens that don't matter to them. Because if this game were to have released simultaneously globally, it would have popped off. But they done fucked up. Konami fucked up here. And we can't keep letting these Japanese gacha companies get away with this shit. Because this has too much potential. It's literally squandered by them not releasing it for a global release. And yeah, I'm truly disappointed. Beyond disappointed. I see such a good game here, promising future. Had it released global, it would have popped off immediately. Because it's actually a good game here. Great pixelated 2D sprites and a bunch of good cinematography. Music is good. The gameplay is really good. One type of RPG games that you would find enjoyable, especially if you were playing on Switch or anything like that. It would have been a great experience if you could find this game on Switch. But as you can see, even though it's on Steam, it did not release simultaneously on Steam at all. It even has controller support, which actually had me interested as well, because it's rare for these types of gacha games on Steam that are JP exclusive to usually even have controller support, let alone semi-controller support, which is more than enough for me to put a thumbs of approval on this. Being even semi-controller support is more than enough. Like, I would totally hop on and play this game. But instead, we have to go and rely on a whole... Sorry about that. We have to rely on the whole VPNs just to attempt to play this game as a global audience. And I think that's totally unfair to the global audience, because literally, the game is so good. Like, I'm talking 5% gacha rates for SSRs, the highest in the gacha industry, some of the highest right there. 5% for a top tier limited 5-star. So literally, you can do like 4 multis and then get a 5-star if you're that lucky. That's the type of rates that we're talking about right here. And they won't release this for global. Why? And why? companies like Konami that make games like these that are top tier masterpieces. Just look at this. Like, wouldn't you love to play this game as a global player? But you'll never get to experience it. It's a great turn-based game as well, and they're never going to release it. By the time it comes out for global, if it does come out for global, it's gonna be way too old. It's gonna have a bunch of Japanese tier lists that global will have to somehow match up to. At some point, it will never actually manage to get synchronized with global either, always pushing global back. Now that can also turn off a lot of players on the global side from never playing the game in the first place because, well, you're just going to feel like Sakayan citizens waiting months to play it. This is the same type of situation that happened to Girls Front 1 2, and why partially that game never popped up as it could have, because they simply released the games too late for global. Like, there's a reason why simultaneous global releases popped off in the recent last decade, right? All those gacha games that released simultaneously global did very well, had a very good player base, loyal player base till this day, for the ones that did survive. And yet, Suikoden here, Starleap, could have been one of those massive successes. In fact, this is a type of gacha game that players of like Japanese RPG gacha games would truly enjoy, as it's one of the best out there, I'd say. I dare to say it.
Located on the margins of a lake.
They even have an English trailer.
Moon Empire.
It's the English version of that same trailer.
Strikes from the shadows.
I'm gonna crash out, chat. So they had a whole English
The
narrator.
heroes set out on a journey towards recovery. Along the way, you will encounter various enemies. This
Same
game
page.
makes use of a timeline command-based battle system. Make use of attacks, runes, and secret techniques, which are activated when the gauge is full.
Including team attacks, by the way.
These three moves all have different effects and cool-off times, so combine them for maximum efficiency and effect.
Yeah, this one is more gameplay
In
focused,
addition,
as you guys can
by
see.
focusing your attacks on the enemy's weaknesses, you can aim to unbalance them, creating an opening to inflict massive damage.
Yeah, you have Stagger.
旋風のバルカス。おい、シロニア、おめえも名乗れよ。
Next, make use of chains, which activate when 4 or more allies are lined up, and launch strategic attacks.
Yeah, that's the team attack
Each
right
and
there.
every choice you make affects the battle before you. Many powerful enemies will tower before the hero.
This is a real strategic RPG, turn-based gacha game right here. Great voice acting too.
It will be vital to carefully assess your enemy and organize your party accordingly.
But again, most of you gacha players who play on the global side will never get the chance to even
Consider including
experience
support
this
members who will assist
at
the
all
main party
for a
with
long
various
time.
methods during combat.
And it pisses me off. Because I would have probably covered this as one of my main gacha games had they released it.
下がれ、俺が前に出る。
I was even planning on playing this for like a month or two.
As the story
Perhaps.
unfolds, large-scale wars involving multiple forces break out. Think of
That's how
which
interested I
characters
was.
to employ in your unit. Make use of their war techniques and aim for victory.
But I know by the time it comes out for global, it's gonna be like several months later. Most likely. Just a high quality gacha game which you know isn't going to release for a while. Despite having a global
お前の
like
実力、
page on the stand. It's so disappointing. The squandered potential of a game like this is truly tragic to see.
それじゃあおやすみなさい。
この言い加減の速さにほら目を離すなよ暗いな
幻想水湖伝スターリープ。
So yeah, you saw right there. That was the second gameplay focused trailer. Coming soon, they say. We don't know when that is for global. We just know that JP is already up currently, as of the last, 8 hours, right? Since last night. So it's been out for a bit now in JP. We still don't have anything announcement related rights for the English side at all, and it pisses me off. I had to make this whole rant video because of that. If I type in Suikoden Starleap for EN, right, we'll see if they even have an English page, right? Starleap official. This is the global. As you can see, there's no global announcement at all. There's potential here. This was announced back on June 1st. A while ago. 2 months ago, chat. Literally 2 months ago, this was already in production again. But Japan releases first, and we still have yet to get an announcement for global. You can pre-register. Well, I would say that, but you can't pre-register at all. Even on Steam, you can only put it on your wish list here, which is really disappointing to see. There's no pre-registration. It's a TBA type of game situation right here. And even if you wanted to play it and pre-register for it, you can't do that because there's no pre-registration. And it's also not going to have like their own website for their own like PC client or anything like that. It's only Android, iOS, which means you're going to use the App Store's emulator or Steam. But the Steam version didn't release at the same time that the Japanese version released, so we're bricked. So global is always shafted in this situation, which is truly tragic to see. And I'm so mad I had to make this video because there was potential here. I see the potential, I was excited for it, but I won't get to play it day one globally because there is no global release as of yet. And it's so disappointing to see. And I did want to try to download a VPN for it, but dealing with the VPNs is so annoying to me that I don't even feel like doing it anymore. It's so annoying. It really is. A game like this, with so much potential, won't be out in the West for a while. And it's such a shame. Because had this come out, as I said earlier, it would have popped the fuck off. But now you won't get that chance because Konami, you decided not to release it for the global player base, and now you done fucked up. And yeah, I'm ranting. I'm tired. I'm so tired of seeing situations like these happen to good quality gacha games. Like, this is something I would play. Like, and I feel like this is why some players might feel like Japanese gacha games are mostly just slop JPAPs, because most of them usually are and end up shutting down within a couple of months. For the most part, and then you have games like these, which you know that if they came out globally would last a long time. I think I've said my piece. I'm too mad right now. I'm just truly disappointed, mad, and made this rant in advance because if this game does come out globally, I will still try to check it out, but I know it's already going to be several months old, probably, and we're going to have a bunch of GP tier lists that global will not catch up to at all for a long time because it's never going to be synchronized at all. So yeah, global will always be behind shafted. And I feel that way for sure, because it's such a bad feeling to know that another server had several months in advance of playtime. So you won't even get to experience it, despite it being right there. It's right there on the Steam page. It's such a shame. I'm tired. I'm rage quitting. I'm done with this video.